Hi, it's Maurice again, and I'm a guitar Sherpa on TrueFire, and I also have an online classroom called 21st Century Fusion Guitar, and we're going to talk in this installment about two other heroes in fusion, Scott Henderson and also John Scofield. Scott Henderson played with Chick Corea Electric Band before Frank and Bali, so I would recommend you getting that album. He also played in a band called Tribal Tech, and Tribal Tech also made some great albums as well. I would recommend Dr. He, for example. One of the things that I liked about Scott Henderson is he never lost his blues roots when he was playing fusion. As you could obviously tell, he's a really great blues player, and that's what he does now. But he had a uniqueness of rhythm, and that's one of the things I wanted to share with you. So the first lick is just a pattern that you learn kind of like an exercise, once again using E minor pentatonic. I do this just to show you how many different possibilities there are with just a pentatonic scale. So let's try these fourths. So I'm going to play them real slow for you. And once more. And a little bit faster. Okay. Now, what I like to do, and I took this from guys like Scott Henderson, and I mean a whole lot of other players too, Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, and a lot of horn players, is play rhythmically and play the same lick. You know, so you start playing syncopated, and it doesn't sound the same, and it sounds kind of a little more out. So not only does playing weird notes and weird scales make you play out, playing weird rhythms also makes you do that. And it's kind of interesting seeing the new generation of guitarists out there really exploring rhythms, which is great. So I'm going to do the lick again, this time with syncopated rhythm. So it sounds way different, but that's something that Scott Henderson would do in that style. He would definitely play syncopated, and he would play licks like that, and it makes a big difference. So let me do that again. And let me try a different rhythm. Okay, so that's another little thing you can do. Whenever you're working on, let's say, patterns, try to do different rhythms with it, you know, and try to experiment that way and build from that way as well, okay? I could add a note to it. Okay, so as you see, by adding a note or adding two notes to it, you can do a lot of different other juxtapositions as well with the scale and the pattern and rhythm. And you come up with different licks even though you've worked on one pattern. I like smart practice, and this is a really good way of doing that. Another one of my heroes, and I got to meet him in New York as a kid, was John Scofield. And John Scofield played with Miles Davis, and he's got a hell of a lot of records out there. You know, played with Martin, Medeski, and Wood, and you name it. Yeah, he's pretty much done it. He's one of the staples of jazz guitar. One of the things that I like about John Scofield that I'm going to share with you today is skipping strings and wide intervals. Now, he doesn't do wide intervals like Holsworth, where Holsworth would stretch pretty big and do legato and all of this stuff. Scofield found a different way of doing it, and what he would do is just skip strings. Once again, you take a pentatonic scale, and you do the good old lick. Okay. So by doing things like that, it changes things up. Okay. That's something else you can experiment. Now it doesn't sound like blues anymore. And let's try one more Scofield lick before we call it a day. Let me do this slowly. Okay, one more time. Okay, and now a little bit faster. So I kind of mixed a little bit of that Henderson with Scofield skipping strings, but you get the idea. I'm still playing pentatonic, but it doesn't sound pentatonic anymore because of the wide intervals. Once again, it's always good to try to explore all the possibilities and find your identity and voice on the guitar. I think that's the goal for all of us, and that's my goal to help you guys do. And I hope you enjoyed this installment, and I'll see you in the next one.